West Virginia continues its intense recruiting tear in both sports. This time, five-star guard Miles Sadler has been predicted to go to the Mountaineers. This is amazing. This is huge. We got to talk about it.
You are Locked On West Virginia, your daily podcast on the West Virginia Mountaineers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What's up, guys? Welcome back in. My name is Mountaineer Paul. I am your host. Welcome back into Locked On West Virginia, baby, where we're talking about the basketball side of things today. The backyard brawl is tomorrow. We obviously need to talk about recruiting and everything in between, but West Virginia is in an amazing spot, and I couldn't do it without my friend Jackson Johnson, who comes in to join the fray. Thank you so much for joining, Jackson. Guys,
how you doing tonight, good buddy?
Doing good, man. Thanks for making Locked On West Virginia your first listen and for being a part of the #1 sports podcasting network in the country and Locked On West Virginia, where we cover your team, the Mountaineers, every single day. And it's a great day to be a Mountaineer, Jackson, as West Virginia has been predicted to land one of America's best players, Miles Sadler, a 5-star, 99 rated guard in the class of 2026. Colby Guacabeno of 247 Sports.
That's good.
Inside Maryland Sports contributor. He's 165 for 183 all time. Over 90% of his guesses have been right all time. And he has logged the prediction as of today at 10:52 to West Virginia.
Man, On 3 is going to snatch Colby at some point.
That's pretty good numbers, dude.
Oh, yeah.
90%. It's 165 out of 183. That's elite.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So that's a pretty daggone good source. You might as well just sign him up to the Mountaineers, huh? I saw this from, I believe it was Jerry West Enthusiast, who watches a lot of West Virginia basketball over on X. So I saw him put that on there earlier today, and now I've gotten around to it. This is obviously huge for West Virginia. When you break down Miles Sadler, he's a game-changing guard. He is a program-changing guard. He would come in and immediately be one of the best players on the team and could grow into one of the best players in all of college basketball. And I don't say that lightly. He was elite in high school too, wasn't he, Jackson?
Oh, yeah, he was. Matter of fact, I'm looking at his stats where he's had an average of 20 points per game, and 7.2 assists per game. He led Bella Vista to 25 plus wins. He's elite for size, especially when he's getting 4.5 rebounds per game, 2 steals per game. He is a menace when forcing turnovers. And, his field goal percentage is 47%, and his three-point percentage game is 39%. He's a volume shooter and hugely efficient.
That's interesting that you say that, because Ross Hodge continues to go after guards that are maybe not as big as your standard guard, 5'11", 6 feet, what have you, that shoot a high clip from three. And Miles Sadler is absolutely in that category. He's from Canada, 5'10", 170-pound guard. But he's been in Arizona here, obviously. He was in Bella Vista Prep in Scottsdale. He's exploded as one of the best floor generals in the country, y'all. I don't know how better to say it. He's got a rare combo of burst, vision. He's got some swagger on the floor. He is a problem for defenses, guys. And he is a wizard with the ball in his hands as far as ball handling goes. I seen a thing that said he's the best ball handling guard in the entire country in this class. #1, he dismantles zones. He can flick and torch a zone defense from deep easily. His family's hoops roots are pretty well known too, as his uncle Chris Brown played college ball. We all know that. His brother Tristan is a JUCO player, and I think he's channeled that to his game. He's got some finesse to his game, but he's also got a ton of fire to his game. And he's a mismatch for anybody that you want to put on him. You put a big on him, he's going to torch him. You put a small on him, he puts him in the post. for his size. He works out of the post. He can go over either shoulder, and his tape really shows why he's climbing the boards at the rate that he's climbed it. This is a obvious game changer for West Virginia. So, what does he do well? Like I said, he averages in that 18 to 22 points per game range, 6 to 8% assists per game. And in Belabis's wins this season, those are the numbers he's had. He's capable of doing that in college into that category. He's really surgical. He's anticipatory, similar to a quarterback who throws people open. He's really good when it comes to the assist game. He anticipates rotations before they happen, a couple steps ahead usually. And he hits those cross-court dimes, guys, where he's off balance or in traffic. He's really good. If you look at what he did within the IBL or at the Peach Jam, man, he put on a clinic into Peach Jam where he had them boys running up tempo style, and he looked like a vet out there. Obviously, he was setting all his teammates up with buckets and looked really good doing it. He's deadly from all three levels. Money off the dribble. He's got a pull-up game that's butter. He can do it all, guys. He attacks the rim. He's got crafty finishes with either hand. He finishes through contact at 65% efficiency, which is elite. His three-point percentage is right there at 40%. And, even at volume, so he's shooting high level, a lot of shots, and he's hitting almost 40%. So he'll easily probably be a 40% guy at the college level if that's what he decides to want to be. So, he can go from 0 to 100 quick, from standstill to a burst, quick style, full throttle in a blink, and defenders bite on his hezzy cane every single time, whether that's the hezzy left up and under or whether that's the step back game crossover, because he works those off of each other. He's got this elite step back where he comes in with his left and he'll go dribble with his he'll attack the rim with his left, and then he'll just push off with that right foot and get major separation and hit that step back. But off that step back after he does that push is that left-handed crossover. But he's so good with the handle. Sometimes it's cross between the legs cross. It's just he puts people in knots. It's insanity the way he does people, and he gets people off balance really, really easily. So this would be a game changer for Ross Hodge in year one to score a 5-star guard before you've ever even played your first conference game. What does that say about the way Ross Hodge is working this program, Jackson?
Says a lot that he's making magic for the Mountaineers basketball program.
It's good stuff. It's absolutely good stuff, man. I'm really, really happy to hear this. Obviously, it's not official till it's official, but I mean, this is a little pre-celebration. I'm excited about the potential of this happening. If you look at Sadler, he burst on the radar. I think he dominated the Pangos All West freshman sophomore camp in 2023, and that's been a couple years ago. And then his junior year was a hell of a year, supernova year, where he jumped way up into the 4-star ratings. And then this year he hit number 26 overall in the 247 Sports Composite, the number 3-point guard in the country nationally. And Arizona, in the state of Arizona, he's their top prospect. So I should have asked the guy I just had on about him. So, he's got that blue blood heat after him too, whether that's Arizona, whether that's you look at like UCLA is after him, Tennessee, which are not blue blood, but North Carolina, USC's after him, Oklahoma's after him.
If you like not making the Final Four, go to Tennessee. If you want to make some history, go to West Virginia or go to Bama. One of those two.
Absolutely, man. Nate Oates is putting on magic there at Alabama, isn't he, Jackson?
he most certainly is.
Yeah. So let's do the hard-edged meter for Miles Sadler. So I told you guys I'm a big Miles Sadler guy. I've loved him ever since I've started breaking him down. And I think it's part of it is that for me, it has to do with the fact that he loves, I think he likes West Virginia. And anybody that likes West Virginia, I like. That's just a fact, Jack. So I've got him rated highly in several categories on the hard edge meter. What is it?
Cue those country roads.
Yeah, always queuing them country roads, right? So, okay. So if you look at him from, um, his hard edge meter, I got him a 48.5 out of 50 on, he's got generational type talent, right? So he's got 10 out of 10 out of 10 in his toolbox. Seriously, he's 10 out of 10 in the toolbox side because he's got a bevy of moves that can put people in the blender. And this is for high school. In college, the scale gets reset in college, obviously. So he is an 8.8 out of 10 3-point shooter, in my opinion. He scores at all three levels. So, I mean, he's really good at all three. Intangibles, I've got him at a 9 out of 10. If you look at him on the court, he is an absolute menace to people, guys, as far as, the way he conducts himself on the court. He gets in people's heads with different things. And I've only got minor deductions for his size and his strength at this point. His free throw percentage could use a little bit of polish, but I mean, he's a point guard you build around. Electric, he's selfless, wired to win. If he lands in the right spot, which I think Ross Hodge would be a great spot for him, you can expect him to be an all Big 12 player by his sophomore year, and he's going to flip West Virginia around quick. So this is big news for West Virginia. It's a big news for Jackson to be here with me to talk about it. And this is, if you're listening on podcast, I'm currently showing a screenshot from 247 Sports site where it has him predicted to go to West Virginia. Once again, Jackson, big for the Mountaineers.
Oh, yeah. Most certainly is a humongous win.
Let's get a break. It's Pitt Hate Week. We know that. Yeah, we get it. They're all excited about the backyard brawl. Are they going to pay people to show up to that? They're going to have to pay people to show up to that game. They have no fans. I'm serious. Like, are they going to embarrass themselves in game day?
Oh, maybe
they'll show up
to go to that game. I'll go to that game happily.
Right. They'll probably have a good crowd there in all seriousness because Notre Dame people will be there too. But hopefully they put on a show at game day because, and then tomorrow night. Yeah. And then obviously tomorrow night, West Virginia plays Pitt in basketball, which is the prelude, baby. So let's hope we beat them boys. Let's talk about that next with Jackson Johnson. And this episode of Locked On West Virginia going to be brought to you by our good friends and always talking about our friends at Supply House. When it comes to Supply House, guys, when the opening whistle blows on a new repair, get your crew moving forward with Supply House. Order today and see parts on your doorstep by tomorrow. Over 280,000 plumbing, HVAC, and electrical items from the most trusted brands in the business can be yours. They'll real-time inventory and honest lead times keep from funding projects, while their industry-leading customer service always has your blind side covered. Need parts fast for a project? Supply House has next-day delivery. Talk about a game changer. Join the free Trade Master program today and score serious perks like priority shipping, lower prices, and a dedicated support line. Visit supplyhouse.com to sign up today for free at promo code SHCollege5 for 5% off your first order. Supplyhouse.com, where you can find real people and get real service. Segment 2, Crackadoo. What do you got, Jackson?
Ice water for tonight.
An ice water do. Wow. So that was big news about Miles Sadler. We love to see it. But now we're on to the next thing, Jackson. And I mean, I can't lie. It's the backyard brawl week. It's hate week if you're a Mountaineer.
Oh, yeah.
All right. West Virginia and Pitt. We're going to do a little bit of breakdown of this game. Pitt they're undefeated. Obviously, they beat Eastern Michigan yesterday. Or was it yesterday or the night before? I can't remember if it was yesterday or the night before, but they won a game. It was a pretty close game, to be honest with you, for the most part. It ended up being I think it was a 10-point win or 12-point win for them. They had a similar game against Longwood where they won by 18. They beat a pretty good Youngstown State team in the opener who a lot of people feel like will be a tournament team. I don't know for sure what they're going to do, but I mean, if you look at what Youngstown State's done since then, They did beat Grand Canyon, and they beat Penn State Shenango, which whoever knows who that is, in both of those games. Penn State Shenango is the name of them, and then they've got St. Bonaventure next. I'm going to start calling you that, Shenango. That's going to be your new name. Shenanga.
Shenanga.
All right. So, okay, who is Pitt? What have they been up to? What kind of squad do they have this year? The whole nine. You know, they've got an interesting squad this year. They've got some really good young players, guys. They do. They've been really good so far. If you look at, this is the 192nd edition of the Backyard Brawl, Jackson. That's a lot of basketball games. Both teams walk in this thing undefeated. This would be Pitt's first road game of the year and West Virginia's first marquee non-conference matchup under Ross Hodge. So a lot of firsts in this game. This is the first year of the Ross Hodge tenure, and Jeff Capel's, been there for a long time. Huh?
Jeff Capel's 8th year.
Is it his 8th year? Okay.
Yeah, he's been there since TikTok.
Since TikTok. Do you have some stuff on your screen about the game?
No, just looking. Well, yeah, actually, I do. I've got a little bit about it. So we're looking at Pitt and West Virginia. This from ESPN. I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
And last season the Mountaineers averaged 7.6 steals per game, 4.1 blocks, and 9.8 turnovers per game. And Pitt last season averaged 13.4 assists per game on 26.1 made field goals last season. And last season they finished 17-15, while unfortunately West Virginia was close, but no cigar making the field of 68.
Right.
But Pitt was not even close.
Right. Yeah, but this year, obviously, both teams are off to undefeated starts. So Panthers, right, so far, I think they've made more free throws than their opponents have attempted through 3 games. They've made 52 free throws. Their opponents have only attempted 38 through the first 3 games. So number one, they're a really good free throw shooting team. But if you look at who's playing well on their team, guys, they've got 4 people in double figures that I know about. And, a couple of them are true freshmen. Brandon Cummings, who did not, by the way, Jay Kuntz, who was on the show, said that they kept Cummings out of the game versus Eastern to get him ready for West Virginia specifically. I can't explain to you how bad Jay Kuntz wants to win this game. Probably the game he wants to win the worst in his entire life. I mean, he may not admit that, but I'm telling you, he wants to win this game bad.
Oh, yeah. And I'm looking at this tweet from John Rothstein about Brandon Cummings. He's one of Pitt's best players.
Yep.
He's most likely a game time decision for tomorrow night. He didn't.
Is that right? I did not know that. That's why they were holding him out.
He missed the last game due to an ankle injury. So he's looking like he's going to be a game time decision tomorrow.
Well, that changes things if he doesn't play, because he averages 19 a game. He's 38% from 3, all that. So there's no doubt that if he doesn't play, West Virginia has an edge. But West Virginia is without 2 of its best players as well. DeMarco Minor, 14.7 points per game. He's a freshman. 5.3 assists per game and 4 rebounds a game so far. Elite numbers for a freshman. I can't even believe that's the thing. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right thing. Is he a freshman? Seriously? I mean, I did the research, but I just had to make sure, double check. I tried to get somebody on here for Pitt, and unfortunately, I couldn't get anybody on here. The one guy that I had that could have came was JJ Kitchen, and
that's what I was thinking too. I like that guy.
Really, we don't get along too good because of, I guess, because I talk crap about Pitt. He didn't like that. Okay. Let's see. It's saying here he transferred in from Baylor. Is he a redshirt freshman by chance? Maybe that would make a little more sense if he's had a redshirt year. I will find it. So, okay. because it's got him as a Baylor Bears guard when you look him up. All right, let me make sure I've got the right. DeMarco. It's DeMarco Minor. That's why I've got the wrong name. My fault, guys. DeMarco Minor. I just want to make sure that he's a freshman and I'm not putting the wrong info out here because I could have swore I saw that. There we go. Okay. He is not a freshman, so I'm wrong. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm glad I corrected it in the middle of the show rather than just leaving it there. He is a senior. So I don't know why. I thought they had a freshman that was playing really well right now. Maybe it's somebody different. I'll figure it out. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Listen, DeMarco Minor, starting guard for them, averages 14.7 points per game, 5.3 assists, 4 rebounds a game. Those are just such great numbers. Obviously, Brandon Cummings, we talked about. They've got another guy forward he's a fresh. Here's the freshman. I'm sorry. I knew they had a freshman that was playing well. Nojas Indrasadis. Not really sure how you say that last name. He is 6'6" freshman, guard/forward. He averages 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and he's 35% from 3. Cameron Corhin, another forward. He's a junior, 6'10", 13.7 rebounds or points per game, 10.7 rebounds per game, and 1.7 blocks per game. So they've got a really good big there alongside Papa Conte. Yeah, that's a pretty cool name. 6'10" center, 8.7 rebounds and 1 block a game. So they've got 2 guys averaging a block and a half plus a game. By the numbers, if you look, both teams are really close in points per game. Pitt averages 76, West Virginia averaged 70. West Virginia is playing much better defense on the year so far, holding teams to 55 a game while Pitt's at 61. Both teams are close in field goal percentage. Pitt's at 45, West Virginia's at 43. West Virginia is actually only shooting it at 33% from 3. Pitt's shooting it at a pretty high clip at almost 37. Both teams are close in free throws at 67 and 68%. Pitt averages 44 rebounds per game to West Virginia's 34. Assists per game, they average 2 more of those a game than West Virginia's 11. West Virginia's doubled them up in turnovers forced, just about 16 a game for West Virginia, 9 a game for Pitt. Turnovers committed, Pitt turns it over more, and almost 14 a game to West Virginia's 11. And Brennan Lorian is right now the leading scorer for West Virginia, although that will probably change as the year goes on, but you never know. So West Virginia or Pitt's the best rebounding team in the ACC by the numbers in this game. That's a stat to watch. At the foul line, they shoot a lot of free throws. They've got size and versatility, obviously, and then they've got 3 freshmen that are all contributing early. And the one I told you about, Indestratus, or however you say his name, Witherspoon and Lowe, all contributing early right now. Their freshmen are getting them 30 points a game, 12 rebounds, and 10 assists as a whole. Pitt's weaknesses are turnovers, perimeter defense, the injury possibly to Cummings, as well as the road inexperience, because it's going to be the first game on the road for a lot of them. That's why it favors West Virginia so big in this game. I think, obviously if Cummings plays, it's a big X factor for Pitt, but we'll just have to see what happens here. At the end of the day, I've got West Virginia winning this game 72-68. I think it's going to be a close game. I really do. So I think West Virginia is going to be the tougher team, and they're going to pull away.
Put a stop to Papa Conte.
Put a stop to Papa Conte. Papa Conte. Papa Conte. All right, Jackson, let's get out of here and jump into your world of college football after the break and go over some games, baby. We'll be right back. This episode of Locked On West Virginia going to be brought to you by FanDuel. Right now with FanDuel, guys, the NBA is back, and there's no better place to get in on the action than with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. Even if you miss the start of the game or if you want to ride the hot hand, FanDuel has got live bets on everything from who will score next to fourth quarter comebacks. Pretty good. Plus, you can combine even your live bets into a same-game parlay for a shot at a larger payout. Keeps every game exciting, especially when your team's making that late game push. Right now, at FanDuel, if you bet $5, it'll make you holla, and you'll get $300 in bonus bets to use across the app when your first $5 bet wins. But you can't win if you don't play. Head to FanDuel.com to sign up and play your game with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. I don't know what's going on, man. You know, sometimes technology, you just can't control it. I'm clicking buttons and other things happening. And this StreamYard app, man, sometimes it's buggy. All right, man, we got about 6-7 minutes, Jackson. So take us through a few games as quick as you can.
And I guess we will go with the Big 12, right?
Yes, thank you for remembering.
You're welcome. And to start off the slate, and I'm going to make sure to pit like a Raider on this one because I've got that little Raiders hat tonight. So we're starting off with Arizona Cincinnati on Fox Sports 1 in Cincinnati, Ohio. And honestly, I say Cincinnati they're kind of funny in the big games, but we'll wait and see. I don't know why, but it's just without Brendan Sorsby, what are they exactly? Do they seem like a really good team?
Right. It's tough, right? It's a tough game to pick. It's a tough game to pick, isn't it? I mean, he said it's in Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with Arizona without Sorsby.
Well, even though there's always Sorsby for Cincinnati, I'm going to go with Noah Fafita in Arizona in this one to beat Brendan Sorsby in Cincinnati in a shootout of 35-31.
Oh, I thought you said Sorsby was out of the game.
No. Sorsby's in the game. It's just I always think if Cincinnati.
Oh, you're saying they're too reliant on Sorsby?
I think they are.
Oh, okay. I was going to say I didn't know. I thought it had been announced today or something. No, if Sorsby's playing, then give me Cincinnati. I'll take that back.
I'll take my chances with Arizona on the road in a 35.
It's not a bad pick. It's really close. It's a tough game to pick.
Oh yeah.
What do you got next?
A very depressing one. Kansas State, Oklahoma State on ESPNU.
Can the Fighting Cody Stovall's get a win?
I'm afraid not.
Yeah.
Kansas State's going to chew them up like a chicken nugget, 35-13, but they're going to go a little easier on them.
Avery Williams has a ball out game.
Oh, yeah. It's a ball and blitz for them.
All right. Yeah, I like Kansas State as well. I mean, we know this.
Oh, yeah. And we've got Central Florida going up against the Red Raiders of Texas Tech on Fox at 2:30 p.m. Central.
Yeah. Obviously, Texas Tech. You know, I mean, there's no way Central Florida wins this game.
Like, what's funny to me is McGuire is celebrating his win over BYU with running his mouth about Notre Dame. It's like, come on. Notre Dame's got nothing. Like, they live rent-free in your head. I swear, Coach McGuire. But with that being said, I think Texas Tech is going to win 42-17 over Central Florida.
In a 42-17 fashion.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Know what we got.
Utah Baylor on ESPN2 in Waco, Texas. Utah is still in the thick of the playoff race.
Yeah, Utah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's no chance Baylor wins this game.
No. Utah is going to win this one.
And dare I say that there may be a head coaching change in Waco after this year.
Ooh, that's
Dave
a good
Aranda.
one. Yeah, I'm kind of feel like they're torn. They're going to juggle between a vote of confidence and firing Aranda after this season. Baylor's kind of torn, honestly. But with
This
that
isn't the
being,
year you want to have an opening because there's so
no,
many historic jobs coming open. Like this is the biggest coaching season ever in history, right? Like more coaches are being fired this year from big time programs than ever. And if you're a team like Baylor, that's not going to be the first choice for many of these guys, all of them, everybody that's I mean, obviously group of five jobs, but and there are good coaches out there. It's just if you're looking for a splash hire, they're all going to be taken up. Just the way it is.
well, with that being said, I think I'm going to go with Utah in a 31-10 fashion over the Baylor Bear Necessities.
What next?
We've got the band getting back together with TCU BYU on ESPN on Big 12 After Dark.
Yeah, give me BYU by 30 in this game.
BYU is going to smack TCU off the face of the earth with a 35-10 victory.
Yeet!
Yep. Yeet. And finally, on HBO Max, after you hear the new rules segments on Real Time with Bill Maher on HBO Max or that random movie you're watching, you got your team, the Mountaineers, the West Virginia Mountaineers, fighting for full eligibility on the road against the Arizona State Sun Devils.
Fire me up, Jackson.
On TNT, True TV, and HBO Max.
Who's on the call?
Oh man, that I do not know.
Oh, that's not a big deal. Obviously, this is an incredible game for West Virginia potentially to really get some excitement into the season. If West Virginia pulls this off, you're going to hear me start beating the upset wagon for Texas Tech too. But it's not going to happen. But I mean, you never know. Texas Tech can get caught off guard. Arizona State beat them for goodness sake. It can be done. That said, I have picked West Virginia to win this game 29-26 on a walk-off field goal in a 29-26 fashion, as Jackson would say. I think West Virginia gets enough on the ground, although it's going to be tough running on them in this game. And I think that Scotty Fox makes a couple plays downfield, and the defense controls Jeff Sims because Zach Alley makes him just a little one-dimensional. Now, one factor to keep in mind is that Arizona State's had a bye week to prepare for West Virginia. That scares me. So I'll say this last thing. Watch for Arizona State to potentially start fast in this game.
Oof.
And so West Virginia is going to have to weather an early storm most likely, because a lot of times whenever you're able to have 2 weeks to prepare for a team, usually you script those first 15 or 20 plays, and you're pretty successful because you're going against all West Virginia's best tendencies and all that. So you're able to really like latch into all that. So don't be surprised if Arizona State don't go up 10-0, maybe even 14-0. But I still think West Virginia can climb back in this thing and win it.
I am gonna go with West Virginia for the road upset. 28-24 over Arizona State. Scotty Fox does that game winner.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Mountaineer moment in the chat. Thanks, brother. What up, brother?
What's up, man?
I should have probably called him. Sorry about that, Troy. This was an impromptu show that I just did. I wasn't even planning on doing it. But Jackson and I had one planned for earlier, and then it got bumped back, so we had to do this one too. I'm having trouble staying awake for this one as of now. My eyes are so heavy. Jackson, thank you so much for being on here, brother. Tell everybody where they can find you, what you're up to really quick. We're already over.
Well, they can find me at Jackson Johnson 979 on my personal channel where I'm 281 subs away from the magic number 1,000.
Get over there and subscribe to Jackson. Help him get to 1,000. Seriously. He deserves it.
Oh, thanks, man. And Alabama, the voice of college football, has finally reached 3,000 subs. We are looking to get to 4,000 subs. That's for sure. We're going to get things rolling before you know it. because we've got magic coming your way on Alabama with the Voice of College Football, including a final preview of Alabama, Oklahoma with Parker Thune of OU Insider, as we are going over for a wild ride on Alabama with the Voice of College Football with Travion Ware and Jeffrey at Only Talk Sports, and yours truly, Jackson Johnson. And for more updates, what I've got going on Alabama with the Voice of College Football, the Jacksonian, and many more adventures, including my adventures with Mountaineer Paul and Jackson's World of College Football a few times a week. And once a week calls on the Fine Bomb Show, how long they're going to last. Check me out on Jacksonville CFB on /Twitter and on Instagram at threads Jackson Johnson 543908. And note to self, I have to change my Instagram handle so that it'll be easier. So I'll make things easier on all of you guys.
All right, guys. So that's it for tonight. I am dead tired. We will have more from college sports insiders coming up. Make sure you subscribe to that channel. Make sure you subscribe to Mountaineer Moment, as well as here at Locked On West Virginia. Thank you guys so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Let's go. Miles Sadler, crystal ball to West Virginia is big time. Can't wait for that, as well as everything else. Until then, though, don't forget, guys, Locked On Big 12 for your second listen. Drake Toll does an excellent job over on YouTube, wherever you run your podcast. And we'll see you tomorrow, guys, right here on Locked On West Virginia, your team every day. For Jackson Johnson, he wants you to roll damn tide. And all I want is please don't forget to cue those country roads.